the lazy princess in the bustling kingdom of Rania. Every corner buzzed with life and duty, for their rulers were good and hard-working people. However, one figure stood, or rather reclined apart. Princess Alara, your highness, the sun's been up for hours. Well, someone should have told it I wasn't ready. Silly belly, why can't it feed itself? Princess Aara was infamous for a peculiar talent, my royal awakening, her ability to do absolutely nothing. I guess that's my workout for the day. She wouldn't lift a finger, literally. Well, forgive her, your highness, she's new. Oh, newbies, I needed you to ring the bell. It's too heavy for me. Of kosha, highness. At the bell's call, a weary butler appeared. Now the dining hall was merely 10 steps away, but the princess, being incredibly slothful, refused to move on her own. She was placed down carefully at the dining table. Is it a new seat? Yeah, she said. Oh, sitting hurts her back. Ow, there goes my back. Breakfast was an equally challenging thing for her, starting from the dietary decisions she made to consuming it. Why can't you just eat it normally? Alara, fighting is such a task. Of course the apple was turned to a pulp, and of course she was fed. If only my mouth could chew for me. Her lethargy extended into her royal Judy's aara. Yes, Mom, have you seen to the documents I gave you? Aara twitched her fingers, and a maid retrieved a package from under the pillow. This hasn't been opened. I can't see to something when my eyes are always closed. Why are they closed? I'm resting. Can't you see that her laziness was so profound it was practically an art form? Will the princess be joining us? You were supposed to be at the meeting. What's this? My royal recliner. You said I needed to be outside more. I meant take walks. My feet are far too precious. I'm a leader. You've got your cat running the kingdom. She's very capable. She doesn't interrupt my naps. Her laziness brought a terrible strain to the kingdom. Maids complained of exhaustion, and courtiers avoided her chambers for fear of being roped into some ludicrous task. She's impossible. We tried reasoning, bribing, threatening. Nothing works. Sometimes I wonder if she's really ours. We need something drastic. We need Mirabel. Mirabel was a wise enchantress known for her unique methods, and she had heard plenty about Aora. She's a lovely girl. Really? Well, maybe when she's not napping she's always napping. Please, Marabel, we need your help. She glanced into her cauldron. Alara's image appeared napping in the garden. Oh, faster, my legs in the sun lifted into the shade. You're right, she is lovely. You will be able to help her, right? We pleasure. The next morning dawned, but this was no ordinary morning for Alara. Why are the windows open? I opened them. She blinked at the golden broom floating before her. Good morning, princess. Oh, it's just a dream. Silly Aara, this isn't a dream, it's real life. No, the sun. I'll just call someone to take you away. Mind ringing it for me? Goodness, you're worse than I thought. Anyway, no one's going to come. Your staff's all gone. Poof. What do you mean poof? You see, I'm a golden broom of change. You need change, but for that all your staff had to go where I'm going to turn you into the most active, selfless, and hard-working person there ever was. Aurora, slightly worried, now stirred a little. Oh, by the way, your staff won't return unless you complete 3 tasks, meaning you'll have to do everything yourself, everything forever. The thought of having no one to wait on her filled her with dread. What kind of task? Oh, well, you're kidding. Ala's first task was to clean the entire grand hall. Thick layers of dust covered the floors and cobwebs clung to the chandeliers. I can't do this. You can't cook either. Want your staff back? Better start scrubbing. Alara worked, but did so half-heartedly. She swept the piles of dust under the carpets and tried to blow at the floor. What are you doing? Dusting the floor? My wrists are tired, and my back hurts. Poor Princess Aara bravely battling the dust bunnies over Donta. Rude. Remember, no task, no staff. Now scrub properly. Alara grumbled bitterly, but after a while she started to get the hang of cleaning. Oh, how pretty. I've never seen this. Because the floor's for dancing, and you don't dance. She tried polishing a mirror, and on noticing her reflection she laughed surprisingly. Finally the floors gleamed, and the chandeliers sparkled. You did great. Well, it doesn't look half bad. Admitted it feels good to see the results of
your hard work, doesn't it? I still hate sweeping. Fair enough. Here's a reward. You're going to need the energy for the next task. The golden broom. LED. Princess Lara to the palace gardens. The once vibrant garden was now an overrun maze of weeds and wilting plants. Behold your second task. I'm supposed to garden. Suddenly Alara spotted a garden bench, a space where I can plant myself, but she'd hardly closed her eyes when a spray of water startled her. Ooh, who would dare? Hi, princess, I'm the water bucket here to help you discover the wonders of gardening. That's your assistant for this task. Isn't it a delightful day for digging up weeds and nurturing nature? Why are you so loud? Grab a tro, and if you slack off you'll get refreshing encouragement. You wouldn't dare. Oh no. Okay, fine. The next few hours were unbearable for Alara. Pull those weeds, mind the roots, don't yank out the tulips. Don't yank tulips, they're all wilted anyway. Hey, you should have watered them earlier. Alara soon turned to her dramatic excuses. It's too strong. Clearly enchanted, but the chatterbox bucket promptly poured water on the ground there. Try now. I'm saying it's enchant. There's all mud on me. Oh, why you're crushing a daisy. Eventually, despite her antics as Aara tugged at weeds and water the plants, the garden began to transform. Look, she was greatly surprised at the fluttering butterflies and birds that chirp from branches now clear of vines. You've breathed life into your garden, you see. Effort has its rewards. The only reward I want is a long uninterrupted nap. Though she wouldn't admit it, Alara felt a spark of pride for the first time. She wasn't just lounging and Miss Beauty, she had helped create it. Well, princess, 2 tasks down. Please don't make the last one too hard. Easiest of them all. Organize the harvest feast. All's draw dropped mid-yawn. Organize an entire feast alone. Well, I guess you've earned a little magic. The golden broom used its magic and Alara shocked the pots and pans. Ladders and tools came alive. Here's some help, they're alive and ready to serve magic that does all the work for me. Finally, not so fast, they're only brawn no brains. Be specific with your orders please. I've been ordering people around since I could talk. Alara was eager to be done quickly and decided to take a genius shortcut to the kitchen. Make something easy to the decorations, make the hall I don't know shiny, and to the band play some upbeat tunes. Having delegated these vague instructions, Alara turned towards her bedroom. Oh, I'm off from my well-deserved applause. A nap. Hours passed and Alara was awakened by a terrible music noise. Oh, what's that noise? She went down and was greeted with chaos. The banquet hall stank of stewed cabbage, the ceiling glimmered with pots and pans, and the instruments played a terrible barnyard jig. Is this an art installation? Oh, boiled cabbage, what's happening? Your vague orders, princess. No, this isn't what I meant, please, I'm sorry, help me fix it. Moved by her sincerity, the broom cast a spell and everyone fell asleep. They shall awaken upon your task completion. Go. Humbled by her disaster, Alara finally took charge, not just with commands but with care. She directed the kitchen to prepare roasted meats, fresh bread and pastries. She supervised the decoration and had garlands and bows hung about, and the instruments were coach on a lively but harmonious tune. As the feast came together, the hall blossomed into a vibrant harvest feast. The guests awoke shocked. Weren't there cabbages? Was I dreaming? Oh, this is delicious. Everyone laughed and enjoyed the feast, and Alara felt pride in her effort. Well, princess, your tasks are complete, so as I promised. Oh, at that moment Alara's family and staff returned. What was I doing? Hey, who organized the feast? I did, with a bit of help. Everyone was stunned by this revelation. They admired the decorations and lively atmosphere. It's wonderful, Alara. Well done, prince. This you've proven this. More to you, nap queen. Mirabel, you did it. Aurelie set the stage. She did everything herself. Next time maybe stage something with less sus and few. We're talking buckets. Remember, princess, a kingdom is only as bright as the effort its rulers put in. Goodbye. And so Princess Alara learned to balance relaxation with effort, bringing joy and laughter to her kingdom. Bontia flourished and her people adored her, but now and then she'd get a reminder that effort is always worth it.